G'day everybody. Going to go for a little bit of a walk here. Going to try and see if we can find some kangaroos. The Port Dirt farmer. He's been wanting a couple of videos. So here we go. We'll go and see if we can find it. But this board here shows you what's actually here. Tells you about the bird life and everything. So you might have to stop and pause it and read everything about it. So yeah, we'll get going soon. Have a look. So PDF, this one's for you, mate. Anyway, as well, might see if we can find a couple of koalas maybe. They're supposed to be here. There's signs on the road saying there is. There is red-bellied black snakes here, but I'm not sure whether we'll find one at the moment because of the weather. So the grass is pretty short where I can see anyways, but who knows what it's like in further, so we'll keep an eye out just in case, because they do get pretty big and they are venomous, but a beautiful snake, silky black with a red belly. Yeah, so hope you enjoy, so sit back and relax. Thanks everybody. Hopefully see some of these birds here too. There's a weird looking one, and that one there with the long beak. They'll be trying to, I think they'll be a fish eater with that type of beak. It should be written down here on this board all about them. There is a lot of ducks I can hear in the background. I don't know if you can hear them on the phone. Yeah, so we shall look. Hopefully we can see some kangaroos. I don't think there's a reds here. The eastern grey, I think, hanging around this area. There's nothing on the board here that says anything about kangaroos. Possums here. Best time is morning and night to be able to see the koalas and possums, I think. But the kangaroos, they tend to go where it's nice and green. Kumbaba, that's where we are. There's the old koala. They're very vicious. They do grunt too. They sound like a pig grunting. Really loud. Go! Let's see if we can see a few kangaroos maybe. And look around for a few koalas. Not sure we'll find them, but we'll have a gander. Gander, look. Gotta be careful. Red-bellied black snakes up here. Didn't think they were up this way in Queensland. I know where I'm originally from, down in Victoria, south of Australia, east and south. There's plenty of them. Some of them grow to at least 6 feet, 7 feet. And they're venomous, but absolutely beautiful snake. The black on them is really sheen. Don't know if I'll find one or not. I'm starting to get cold weather now, so I may miss them. I'm not complaining. We'll just see if we can see a couple of kangaroos and wallabies maybe. The Port Dirt farmer. He's been wanting me to come out and see if I can see a few. So yeah, we'll just take a look.
Hang on, there's a few way over there, I think. There's something way down there. I can see them. You won't be able to see it on the phone, in the camera, but there's something way over there. I'll take a look around here at the moment and see what I can see, but let's see what's around. I don't know where this track goes. I think this goes around in a circle. This is a wetlands, not far from where I live. And these plants here are a weed. They grow into a big tree. And I've got a lot of them around. I'm not sure the name of it again. I'll have to find out. I had one in my backyard, and yeah, I love the water pipes. Water down here. I can't walk around there. The water goes right around to the left and to the right. There's a track there. This one here. This track here looks like it goes right down to where I first stopped. Just have a quick look over here. Just gotta be careful where I'm looking to. Oh, some kangaroo. Kangaroo. I've got my thongs on too, so I'll go and do a few things, and I thought, oh, I'll come and try down here and see if I can see anything. Bit of still water, this one. Don't want to get lost either. So the sun is to my right. As you can see, I'm heading west. And the sun's over there. And I've got a couple of spiders on my phone. There's kangaroo prints here. Just, I don't know if you can see it. Two little lumps just there. One straight there. And there. Yeah, looks like they've been through here. Kangaroo paws. Oh, if I get bitten by a snake, I haven't got far to go to somewhere. Look at that. It's what you call a golf ball. I think there's a golf course over here actually, and yeah, the kangaroos will hang around the golf course because it's nice and green. Dirty still water, this. I don't know if there's any fish in here. I didn't see any sign saying no fishing. Oh, yeah, there's a golf course right over there. See a couple of people heading off. Right over there. A few ivers. over here where it's a bit open. I can see a bit more over here. A few ducks as well on the tree there. Some others. A couple of ducks just sitting. Right. And about there. Just drop my glasses. Actually, I think they're kangaroos. I don't think they're kangaroos over there. Might be stumps. Oh no, actually I think they are kangaroos. I'll see if I can go for a walk over there. Find a way somewhere. Away from this quicksand. Kangaroo prints everywhere through here. You can see this is probably it's a decent sized kangaroo print. It's around about 20 centimetres wide at the length and the footprints. As you can see them all the way through. There's no crocodiles here, so I'm right. And those kangaroos, yep, they are kangaroos over there. And like I said, probably will find them on the golf courses because it's green. There's just a lot of dry pine here, and it's not too bad to walk around. Let's see if we can get closer to those kangaroos. Ouch. Kicked a nice bit of wood. Not good. Just gotta be careful, a lot of these logs here. I just don't know whether Jake the snake's underneath them. First time I come out with thongs and find a place where to go and look. Actually, you can see them over there. They're pretty decent sized kangaroos. I'll try and walk right over there. There's a couple of them coming to my way. Standing up right in the far distance. Let's see if we can get closer. I know if I walk, I won't get lost, I hope anyway, but as long as the sun's to my back, I'll head to the left of me and I'll find the road, because it heads south. There's a kangaroo. The kangaroos are coming over this way. A lot of bird life through here. Just gotta keep a look on the ground as well while I'm walking. As I was saying, the sun coming through some of these trees, I might end up with a few snakes. And I don't want to step into any kangaroo shit. You can see the tracks coming through here, so they use it quite often. Little ducks. Yeah, kangaroo laying down over there. See how close I can get to them before they take off. Let's go around over there some way. I went out this morning in a kayak. Changed the motor from the back to the side. And, doesn't turn the kayak too quick. So I'm going to put it back to the. Yeah, look at all the kangaroos here. I don't know how close I can get to them. Decent size. Taken off over there in the shade. Right on the golf course. They know I'm here. There's a little joey there. And another little joey coming from behind that. There we go. He's probably about a year old. So, mother and father, I think father's way over in the back where that white post is to the right. You can probably just see him. I'll see how close I can get. Just got to be careful with them. Seems you've got the little ones around. They will try and fight you. I'm going to let them know that I'm here so I don't get spooked straight away. Golf course over here. They love the grass. It's a golf course. There's the kangaroos. They're PDF. That's only a young one, that one there too. He'd be a couple of years old. And you can see another one up a bit further. Maybe a year old, two of them there, two small ones. They stand probably about the two small ones, looking at about a metre high, 3/4 of a metre high. See how close I can get to them. They should be used to a few people, but yeah, watching me, that's for sure. Just take it nice and slowly. That beautiful little baby, that one there. He's probably about 12 months old. He'll be just out of his mother's pouch now, that one. They look bigger than what they are. They're all watching me, that's for sure. And the older one there, the furthest one over there, I think he's the male. I'll have to have a look when I get around him. A few kangaroos over there, they see me and they're started coming over, but yeah, as you can see, it's only a tiny one, that one. Not a metre high. A couple of them over there running over towards me saying, what's going on? He's only a small one, that one there. He'd be just out of the pouch. He's going to come up to me. Hey, how you going? Hey, g'day. Come on. He's the smallest of them all. Yeah. I wonder where his mum is. Yeah. They're a bit timid, these ones. I don't think you're allowed to feed them around you. So they're all coming from everywhere at the moment. They're all checking me out. I think that one there, that little one there, more of its mother right next to it. It's watching me, that little one. Sniffing away. They're beautiful little things, they are. As I said, they do love the golf course. See if I can walk up slowly. beautiful they are. There's a lot of them in Australia, that's for sure. Actually, that one over the back there, that's a female. You can see its belly. It's swollen. It's probably got a little one inside. Yeah, either that or one of the little ones that was hopping around. I think that one here is mother and baby. That one there. The baby's just behind. They're all starting to run over and going, what's going on over here? They're checking me out. Well, there you go, PDF. I finally found a few kangaroos for you. I do say that one there on the left would have a baby in it, in the pouch. It's only tiny, that one there. Doesn't look it. Pretty hard to tell how big they are, but he'd be under a metre in height. He'd be, yeah. These ones. I'm standing probably about 3 metres, 2 metres away from them. They're not too scared, so I think they get used to the golfers. Actually, there's a few on the golf course over there too. They're all watching though. Actually, that one there's got a baby in it. Maybe in the pouch there. There it is. Here he comes. He's popping his head out there. Hey, mama. Yeah, duck squirting away over there. See, there's a few teal over there. Black ducks. Yeah, so there's a little joey inside that one. I won't walk straight to them. I'll walk away from them, so they're not going to be scared. But there, you can see a little baby there. So that one there would be mother and baby. They stick together pretty well. That one there, he'll probably be 2 years old, that one. The small one there is probably about 1 year old. Out of the pouch, that is. Probably about 1.5 years. So they do sit in their mother's pouches for quite a while. And that one there is, he's not feeding on the grass at the moment, so he's still a little bit young. He's still suckling on his mum. I wonder if he'll pop out. As you can see, they're long toes. Gorgeous little things. Yeah. Finally got a couple for you. PDF. Well, that one there standing up, he's probably about just over a metre, say 1200 in height. There's watching me. Little baby there. As you can see, they love the grass here, golf courses. That little call, they have that little sound. This one here is keeping a close eye on me. He's only a little year and a half old, I'd say. Baby in that one. That's good timing. Checking them all out. He's not far away from leaving his mother's pouch, that one. They're the grey kangaroos, these ones, I'd say. Down in Victoria where I'm from, a lot of wallabies, and they grow to about this height. Family of the kangaroo, but called wallabies. Near enough the same colour. Yeah, there's mama and baby there, following each other around. So that one there would be a female, and there's babies behind it. There's mother taken off with the little one. Very inquisitive they are. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Little Joey inside the pouch. That's 13. There's 13, this little crowd here. They stay with each other. Probably all related, these ones. So, yeah, they're only small. The one there on the left there, he'd be only, like I said, if he stood up he'd be 1 metre high, but he's only probably about 50 centimetres as he's bending up from foot back, his curve on his back. And actually you can see that one over there, that's even smaller. He's probably only just come out of the pouch now. As you see, he's weaned off, he's eating the grass. It'd be nice to be able to see if there's any koalas around, but they're pretty hard to find. Just got to be careful. Sometimes these buggers, they do attack. You might think they don't, but yeah. There you go. Yeah. So they're the grey kangaroos. He's only tiny, that one. 12 centimetres from his foot to the back of him, to the top. So trying to see how, you can judge it how tall he is. Keeping an eye on me, that's his mum just here. I'd say. One family of these ones. Brothers, sisters and mothers and cousins and aunties. He's growling, that one. They sound like a dog when they growl. So I've got to be careful. He will jump at me. And they've got pretty big feet. And a nice big nail on their feet. They can rip your stomach right open. They stand on their tail. You can see the tail on there. There's a stand up on it, and they kick with their back legs, and they can rip your stomach open. But the red kangaroo, which these ones aren't, they actually stand probably 6 feet high. These are only about, they're only tiny. These ones, not 6 feet anyway. What are you doing? Maybe a couple of years old, that one. One of them's growling over here somewhere. It's a warning sign, one of them. Growls like a dog. He's trying to tell me to nick off. But I'm about 1.5 meters away from these things. Beautiful day for it. Hey. Skippy. See if we can go over here without really disturbing him. And one of them's growling, so just got to be careful just in case. Oop. See the young ones there taken off. Scare them a little bit now. They're starting to be a bit frightened. Oops. That's the Aussie kangaroo. Stand probably about 30 centimetres, 30 to 40 centimetres. That one there. Height. You see, it was a kangy poo. See a little area somewhere in there. Little balls. Right there. Mother, as you can tell, there's a baby still inside him. His pouch. I'm not going to let you get too close. I'm just keeping me distance a little bit. About 4 metres from this one here. I'll take off, I think, if I get too close to them. And if I walk around sideways, I might not do anything. It's a mother. Here's a mother. It's doing a bit of a call. Just can't hear the noise on the phone. I don't think it's just not. It's not going to be picking them up. The little one is inside there. Yeah, I'm starting to take their space now, so they're starting to move away. This one here I've got to be careful of though. Keep my eye on that one. You can see the legs hanging out of the pouch there. Another. He won't be far away before he's out of the pouch. And you can see the claws on the front of it. So there's a family of them. Okay, Mrs. Kangaroo, where's your husband? I haven't seen a male around here, they're all females. Actually, hang on. That one there looks like a male. He's standing up about 1 metre high. So, as I said, grey kangaroos, they're not as big as their relations, the red kangaroo. They stand twice, 3 times as high as what those ones do. So he's standing about 1 metre high. He could be the male, that one. He looks like it. He's got a set of nuts hanging out his back. Yeah, so yeah, well, they're quite tame. Okay, we'll go have a walk back to where I came from. You just got to be careful. All of a sudden I can jump straight at you. But yeah, it's the only one at the moment I can see with a baby in its pouch. 2 metres away from it. Okay, see the little baby's just starting to play around with a bit of the weed, bit of grass there, so it won't be long before he's out of the pouch and not sucking on the mama's milk. The teats are inside the pouch itself. Yeah. Okay, let's go for a walk. Hey. Another one over here still. The rest of them are all just taken off now. Oh, checking me out, saying, "What are you doing? Leave me brother alone. Leave me mum alone. Leave me auntie alone." Okay, go for a walk over in those trees over there somewhere, and keep my eyes peeled. Let's see if we can find koala. There must be a few in here because there is signs on the road there flashing koalas. Let's see how close I can get to this one. They're a menace around Australia, especially in central Australia where it's hot. There's millions of them. But yeah, like I said, this is grey kangaroo, part of the family of the red kangaroos. And the wallabies are near enough the same size as these ones here. Full-grown wallaby. Do that little noise, that's the noise they make. She's watching me. Just gotta be careful, she'll jump at me and yeah. And I've got no pants, just shorts on. And she might rip my leg open too. And the bottom of the feet, they're about a foot long. And a nasty little claw on the back of them. But yeah. Okay, let's go for a walk now. I've seen those ones. You can see the golf course way up the back there. There's a couple of them just over the hill, but can't see them. They're over the back there. I just don't want to box them in, because if I box them in they do tend to jump at you. Yeah. Especially now that I'm getting to its height. That's a male, that one actually. You see his nangers hanging out the back there. He's only a young buck. I haven't seen the big fellas around. There's one male anyway. And one of these ones over here will be its mother. Somewhere over there. They're all starting to walk away from me now. And there's the mother coming here with a little baby. They're hanging out there looking at me. So who the bloody hell are you? Bruce from down under. Yeah. There's some ducks here I haven't seen for a long time. There's chestnut teals. Haven't seen them for a long time. They're starting to get rare for a while there. Okay, let's go for a walk. I'll leave these little buggers alone. It's alright, mate. Hey. He's going to think I'm going to try and block him, so I've got to be careful he doesn't jump at me. Hey. Yeah, he's not that scared. They're not too bad. Okay, let's go for a walk. Okay, back where I went. There is a track right up there, but kangaroos won't be up that way. They've got their little home just here. Okay, there you go, Port Dirt Farmer. Got your kangaroos for you. I know it took a little while, but there's not too many around in the suburbs these days. You have to go out a fair way, and I was pretty lucky. Up the road here is the animal shelter. It's where we actually buy our cats from. So I did look on a map and said there was wildlife down through here, so thought I'd come down and have a look, and we were lucky enough to find a few. There's a lot of shit on the tracks. Oh, thongs aren't too bad then. No tread on the bastard, so I don't put it in the car. A lot of golf balls around. A lot of different birds in here. Trying to see if I can find a koala. Very hard to see because they don't move. Trying to find a good gum tree, and there's no gum trees here I can find just yet. There's a lot of pine trees. As you see, they're pretty tall, some of these trees. But you'll find them. There's a gum tree just there. That one there's a gummy. There's not too many of them around. And they're the same colour as the bark on the tree, so they'll be asleep. And they don't move. You've got to be pretty lucky to catch one. On film, that is. This is not real tall grass here. You can see. A lot of weed. Those bloody things there. They're shocking, they are. They grow pretty big. I used to get goats in here, and the goats, they kill just about anything. Used to have a lot of blackberries. So they used to pull the goats into the areas where the blackberries are, and they eat them. No matter the thorns on them, and they still digest them. Got a few dead trees here. Termites. Which I did see a couple of termites trees up here. There's where they've been eating the trees. There's one just here. You'll find a lot of the broken ones that have hit the ground cause some termites. And as you can see, that one's dead tree. And my phone keeps ringing. I have to cut some of these videos out. I'll get copyrights otherwise. So this one's been disturbed a little bit. It's all freshly broken, so there must have been a fair bit of wind through here. But yeah, so termites are all the way through here. Okay, so there's the sun over there to my left. Over that way. So I'll go up this way here, and it should come across the little track that I walked on. Actually, there's some nice white golf balls here. I don't know how this one got here. It's a long way from the golf course. Actually, I should come down through this way one day and pick them all up. They're worth a bit of money. So, now I know they're around. That tree there, it's termites in it. That would have been part of that one there. That one, which is broken. The wind would have blown that over. Okay, yeah, all wood there. Termites are good for something, aren't they? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, see a couple of termite mounts in the trees. They'll die soon then. Can't see any koalas. There should be a track up here somewhere. I can see some cars up over there driving past. So there's only one road around here, so I'm heading the right direction. Looks like the kangaroos get through here through the night a fair bit. There's a lot of shit. So they've been chainsawed trees here. Don't know what they're doing here. Naughty, naughty. Cancel. I've noticed a lot of green stuff to spray. It's probably to kill the weeds. And that weed will probably that broadleaf one there. It's a creeper, some type of creeper. Oh, big spider just landed on my leg. I'll move away from here. There's a gum tree there. That one up there. Can't see any koalas on that. That's a eucalyptus gum tree. There's so many different sorts. No koalas. Probably the best time to come out through the night. Koalas tend to walk around a little bit through the night. And if you've got a torch, your eyes shine, so it's easy to find them. A lot of pine trees have been cut down here. Just left there to rot. You can see one over here. There's quite a few of them all been cut down. Don't know why. A lot of them cut down. Where you going? Okay, I found my track. We'll go back to my car. Can't see any koalas anywhere. Looks like a few people would come down through here. You're not allowed to bring your dogs here though. Okay, let's go for a walk up this way towards my car. I can't see any koalas. Bit of a bummer. If I did, they'd be pretty high up in the trees. Hard to get a shot of them. There's not a great deal of eucalyptus trees in here, which is a gum tree. A couple of big ones there. And something jump in the bushes over there. Yeah, it's that one there is a eucalyptus gum tree. It's not a bad size, it's not real big. Probably 20 stories high, and a tiny one. In Victoria, where I'm from, the gum trees down there, we've got the tallest gum trees in the world. But years ago, when us white people landed here, cut them all down, and a lot of them back then in the pioneer days, they used them for homes. It's to be able to put a horse and yourself and a bed and everything inside, and that's how wide they were. I will actually get a photo of one of them later on. I've put it on I've got a group on Facebook called Gippsland Recent and Past. I created it probably about 5 years ago now. We've got about 5,000, 5,500, 6,000 people in the group, and nearly 3/4 of us are related, because I do my family tree and I've got 166,000 people on it, which works out about 38,000 families. And yeah, I'm related to a lot of the pioneers when they first landed here. Agnes Macmillan's one of them. Not a very nice fellow. He killed a lot of Aboriginals when he landed here, and then he friended them and used them as trackers. Yeah, I'm not really wrapped in him, doing those sort of things. It's gone back around about 1850, 1840, when they came and landed. All us crims, or families, criminals, brought to Australia. We've got a bit of fungi here. Well, I'm not sure what those ones are called. Bit of cloud getting around now. It was blue earlier. I went out for a kayak and I turned back around because I put my motor on the side of the boat. And, yeah, didn't turn it too well, so I'm going to stick it back on the tail end of it. Well, a lot of gum trees over the other side. No koalas that I can see. I'm looking in the tallest ones. See, they're the same colour as the trunk of the tree, so hard to see. Anyway, that's about it. Back to where my car's parked. A lot of gum trees over there I can see. Anyway, there you go, PDF. I hope you enjoyed the little scenery of the old kangaroo. I won't have to go out and look for another one for you now. Next job will be koalas. But I will wear boots next time I come through this way. And I'll go right through over there and take a good look. See if I can find some. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Some black clouds starting to form. I'll get out of here before it comes down on me. Okay everybody, I'm going to head off now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button, share and subscribe if you haven't. And leave a comment. And if there's anything you want me to go and have a look and try and find, any type of animal, I'll try and find it for you. Just leave it in the comments and I'll see how we go. Okay, thanks everybody for watching this video. We'll catch you all later. Bye.